Let's go hunting for ACO silos in southwest Minnesota. ACO silos have always been my favorite brick structure, so I enjoy driving the back roads, looking for ones I haven't seen before. The clay block for these silos were manufactured in Brown County, Minnesota, about 125 miles southwest of the Twin Cities. More specifically, the silo block came from the town of Springfield in western Brown County. There, the Ochs brickyard was located on the northeast edge of town. The man who came up with the idea of building clay block silos was Adolph Casimir Ochs, and he stamped just about every silo that was built using his clay blocks with the letters ACO. The AC Ochs brickyard produced many other products using clay, but mainly bricks, drain tile, and silo blocks. Ochs advertised extensively, calling his ACO silo the best silo on earth. To reach as many people as possible, he even advertised in other languages. Most ACO silos were built from 1910 to 1940. Some were built with attached ACO block barns, while other ACO silos were built with attached wooden barns. Many of the wooden barns have long since fallen down, but many ACO silos still look like they could last another 100 years. For the most part, ACO silos all look pretty similar, so they are easy to pick out. The silo blocks themselves were a burnt orange color of various dimensions. Multiple holes were built into the silo vertically, which provided access through a wooden door to the silage inside. Iron hoops were inserted into the mortar joints to create a ladder on the outside of the silo. The ACO letters at the top varied slightly over time. Some were painted on, and some had actual concrete letters that projected out from the silo. The silo tops were made from Ochs brick, specially laid in concentric circles to give it a rounded shape. Mortar was applied over the bricks to give the top a smooth outer coating. A circle was built into the silo top, so an auger could be used to load the silage. These holes could easily be seen from the inside of the silo. Finally, a fancy metal advertising sign completed the top of the silo. These were fairly rare and are even harder to find these days. These metal toppers said ACO, Springfield, Minnesota. Most of these suffered from a barrage of target practice over the years. When driving the rural roads around the Springfield area, it is much easier to spot these silos when the leaves are off the trees. This particular ACO silo had the date it was built stamped into the periods between the letters A and C. Although most ACO silos are not used today, some farmers have found ways to incorporate them into their modern operations. Barns and silos made of ACO blocks are still showpieces, if they are properly taken care of. Naturally, the highest density of ACO silos is found within a 50-mile radius of Springfield. However, I have seen them in Iowa, Wisconsin, and North and South Dakota. This silo was built near Lake Elmo, Minnesota. Sometimes there's not much left of the original farmstead. However, this particular silo still looks to be in great shape. This Ochs block silo was labeled HCH, likely after the owner of the farm. Many Minnesota wooden barns don't have much time left. The large cottonwood trees along this road would have been specially planted by the landowner many years ago. This well-maintained silo is a rare one. It still has the ACO Springfield, Minnesota metal topper. This must have been a top-of-the-line farmstead at one time. The house was made of ACO brick and block, but it was covered with stucco. Not far away was an ACO silo in remarkably good shape. This silo had the letters AA at the top. I'll bet a farmer had to pay a fair amount extra to have this done. Some farmers didn't build ACO silos, but used Ochs brick in their large farmhouses. Here is another unusual find, a silo labeled NGH. Look closely at this silo topper. It has the rare ACO Springfield, Minnesota on it. This sign has also been used for target practice. Make sure to check out my video on the Schumacher barn to learn more about the family who lived here and built this beautiful structure. In 2022, this rare barn and silo combination was still standing. There were very few barns built with double ACO silos. I have found 3 others, and all of them have been torn down. Miniature silos are also rare, but I have come across a few. Sometimes you come across silos in the strangest spots, like this one in the Minnesota River Valley near Fort Ridgely. This silo's days are numbered. It is being sold as commercial development near Prior Lake, Minnesota. I have other videos featuring the first ACO silo, how ACO silos were made, and a collage of various ACO silos, barns, houses, creameries, and farm buildings. If you enjoyed this video, you will find them interesting as well. That concludes the video. Please check out my websites at mnbricks.com and chaskabrick.com.